Hello, I'm Rick, back in the old car garage. So where I left off here, trying to put the interior back in the old Edsel here, this 59 Edsel I've been working on. Been waiting on the windlace before we get the rear panels in, so the windlace has showed up. So I'm gonna get busy and put that in. So let me move the camera around and I'll show you where we're at. All right, there you can see it. You know, the stuff comes all rolled up like tight, so I kind of got it over the other day and I kind of stretched it out and let it relax flat and laid some screwdrivers and stuff on it over there. Maybe it'll help, you know, straighten it out. It's kind of hard to work with, especially here now. I'm in Colorado and it's November and it's getting cold, so there's no heat in this place. You know, I rent this barn storage. It's got a pole barn I rent from this farmer. You know, we got light and everything else, concrete floor, but no heat, so we're just going to have to work with it. So let me show you here what's happening. Yeah, here's where the windlace goes. It's just the trim that goes between the, you know, the body and this metal panel here. And the other side of this holds the kick panel in, the cardboard. But, you know, you have this gap here. And I think they did all this on 50s cars. It's kind of like trim molding, you know, for your kitchen or something. It just kind of covers up this, makes it look nice. I don't think it really keeps much out, wind out or seals, but it probably does a little, I guess. Made out of fabric. Actually, here's a piece of the old. I still got to get out. Oh, that came out. So it kind of goes from here through here. Still got to clean this old stuff out, and also and up here. Then it kind of continues on up here and ends here. So still got to find a new one of these seals. This seal isn't part of the roof rail seal. It just screws in here. As you can see, it's no good. I think a lot of water come leaking in here. Oh gosh, it's really bad. So yeah. I'm not sure. I'm having a little trouble finding one of these seals. Do some more searching on the net. But also, what I've noticed over here is my armrest pads. You know, these are newer door panels I put on a couple of years ago. And I don't remember these armrests. These armrest pads really faded out on this side over here. So, yeah, so I'm going to pull these, both sides. If I do one, they won't match. And they got to be re-dyed to this gold color here. So let me get set up and pull these out. They're just held in by two Phillips screws. They're just kind of go up at an angle here. So maneuver. Yeah, as you can see, it's really faded pretty good. Well, that's what they're supposed to look like, this gold. But over here, I don't know why this one's so dirty. Maybe someone's been closing. Passengers that were driving around had dirty hands. I don't know. They seem to just fade over time, though. But anyway, I could dye these myself. But I talked to the guy who's doing the seat, and he's got the paint and all the material to do it. But you basically it's got to be warm. And over here, it's like it's November, and I look at the forecast. It's going to be cold here, mid-50s at best for the next couple of weeks. So I think I'm just going to send these off to him, and he could redo it in his shop. So that's where we're at. I'm going to pull the other one off. See the other one. It's over there. I'll go over there and get that one. Okay. Okay, here's the new Windlace. Comes back, bagged up because I have to roll to ship it. It's actually really nice. Which light I got over here right now. It's kind of all hand sewn cloth. Has like this foam inner. It has a little edge here. Kind of cool the way they did that. Made these. And of course you can see over here. Got enough of light. Here's the old still here. So obviously I got to go through this channel and clean this out and maneuver that in there. I got to figure out how to do that, but I'll figure it out. So that's what's going on with that. Of course this, let's see, yeah. Try to do this with one hand. This will be like a trim look. It'll be like over like here. Inside this groove over here, but I'll show that a little better. But let me show you, this is what they put in like all 1950s cars. They went to this cloth, this foam inserts, kind of really nice. But let me show you what I have in, they did in the 60s muscle cars. Yeah, the other types of Windlace, this is the kind of Windlace that was used on 1960s cars. This is off I have a 64 Chevy Nova, and if you look through the channel pages, you'll see a video there of these two Novas, and that blue one's mine. And yeah, we disassembled that car over here in this shop here, and we did a total restoration on it. But the way these work, it's a lot easier. They just kind of a snug fit. It's like it goes on the edge of the metal and just kind of like that, especially like along up here. You just push it, and it would kind of clamp on there and stuff, maybe a little adhesive to hold it, and that would kind of like run all the way along this line here and on a hard top down the back. So that's the way they went to in the 60s. Okay, I'm going to send these armrest pads out to get re-dyed. Like I said, I could dye them over here, but for them to cure properly, it's probably got to be 70-some degrees, at least 70, I would think. And it's not going to be above 60 here for a long time, so I'm going to just send them to my upholstery guy. I'm going to do that. This one's really bad. It's coming from the passenger side there. And here's the rears. This is from this side. See how that goes? Like that. You can see it's, nice gold color here, but as you turn it, right here, just, old, 65 years old. And here's the other side over there, passenger side rear. Too bad, but here. But also back in the day, it's kind of cool. They had these little chrome ashtrays that pop on there. So if you're sitting in the back seat, puffing, you push this little button. Wow, flip your ashes in there. Yeah, that was way to go back then. These are actually chrome plated. And I've seen a lot of these are pitted up really bad, but these are in pretty good shape. So I'm going to get these sent off. This won't really hold me up with anything, but I can move forward without them. But I think I'm going to get him to him while he says he's got time to do it. Okay, more later. End this video here, just a short video. So I'm going to send those armrest pads off and get them re-dyed and unbox them and show the difference when they come back. Because it's going to be a while. We're kind of running into some weather over here, and it might be a week or two before I get around and start putting that Windlace in. I got to wait for a warmer day. So I might just, and I'm going to end this here, and just to get it out. Okay. Well, thanks for watching, everybody. Bye.